What if I told you that the United States and the most powerful nation on Earth is broke? Not tomorrow, not someday, but right now. Over $37 trillion in debt. A number so massive that if you paid $1 every second, it would still take over 1,000,000 years to clear. For decades, America's debt has been its greatest secret weapon and its greatest weakness. But now, Donald Trump may be planning something so radical, so unpredictable, that it could rewrite not only America's finances, but the foundations of global power itself. Some call it the crypto reset. Others, a financial time bomb waiting to explode. This is Trump's insane plan for US debt. To understand Trump's plan, you have to understand the problem he's trying to solve. For nearly a century, America has lived on borrowed money, spending more than it earns, promising more than it can repay. The secret behind this magic trick? The US dollar, the world's reserve currency, the one everyone needs to trade, invest, or survive. As long as the dollar ruled, Washington could print and borrow endlessly, and the rest of the world would keep buying its debt. But that quiet trust is starting to fade. From Beijing to Moscow, from Delhi to Riyadh, countries are beginning to ask a dangerous question. What if the world no longer needs the dollar? And when that question spreads, everything changes. Because if the dollar falls, America's ability to borrow collapses, and the empire built on debt begins to crumble. Now, enter Donald Trump. A man known for controversy, unpredictability, and an almost cinematic sense of disruption. Not long ago, Trump called Bitcoin a scam, a currency made of thin air. But somewhere along the way, his tune changed. Today, Trump has become one of crypto's loudest supporters. He's launched his own tokens, accepted crypto donations, and surrounded himself with advisors who talk about digitizing the US financial system, turning crypto into a tool of state power. It's not just about innovation, it's about survival. According to insiders, Trump's circle has discussed a plan to create a crypto strategic reserve, a national stockpile of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other digital assets designed to give America an edge in the new financial arms race. But that's just the beginning. Behind closed doors, discussions have hinted at something far more ambitious, a proposal called the Genius Act, a potential blueprint to rebuild the entire American monetary system from the ground up. So, what exactly is the Genius Act? In theory, it is a plan to integrate cryptocurrency into the very heart of America's financial system, to back US debt with digital assets instead of traditional cash. Sounds strange? It is. But here's how it would work. Instead of printing more dollars or raising taxes, Washington would issue stablecoins, digital dollars tied not to gold or reserves in a vault, but to US Treasury bonds themselves. Each coin would be a small digital claim on America's debt. As more coins circulate, more people, businesses, banks, even foreign governments, would end up holding pieces of US debt in crypto form. It is like turning the entire global financial system into a digital extension of America's balance sheet. If it worked, it could spark a new age of US dominance, where the dollar doesn't just survive, it evolves. But if it failed, the fallout could be catastrophic. Because in this new system, a single bug, a hack, or a crisis of trust could send shockwaves through every corner of the global economy. We've seen this play before. In 1971, President Richard Nixon did something no one expected. He cut the dollar's tie to gold. Overnight, the US abandoned the promise that every dollar could be traded for real gold. It was the ultimate financial sleight of hand, turning paper money into pure faith. The world was furious. The dollar fell. But for Washington, it worked. America's debts became cheaper, its spending power restored, and the dollar went on to dominate for another half-century. Now, half a century later, Trump's crypto idea looks eerily familiar. The same playbook, the same desperation, the same risk. Only this time, it's not gold that's being replaced. It's trust itself. At first glance, Trump's crypto plan sounds visionary, a way to modernize the US economy for the digital age. But hidden beneath the innovation lies a dangerous paradox. If America ties its financial survival to crypto, it also ties its control to something it can't fully command. Stablecoins could go global beyond Washington's jurisdiction. Private players could manipulate markets, move tokens offshore, or even weaponize the system against America itself. And if that happens, the US wouldn't just lose control over its money, it would lose control over its power. Because the dollar isn't just paper. It's the foundation of global dominance. It funds wars. It enforces sanctions. It decides who rises and who falls. But if crypto becomes the new battlefield, that control vanishes, replaced by code, algorithms, and markets that no one truly rules. So is Trump's crypto plan madness, or genius? Maybe both. It's bold, dangerous, and perfectly Trump, an attempt to rewrite the rules before the rules destroy him. But whether it succeeds or fails, one thing is certain: the world is already changing. Money backed by gold became money backed by trust. Now it's becoming money backed by code. And whoever controls that code controls the future. The question isn't whether Trump's plan will save America. The question is, when the next financial reset comes, who will write the rules this time?